Hi, Maria. Have you recovered from morning sickness yet?
Yes, thanks to you. My personal and professional life is going well now.
I'm glad to hear that. I have to go out today, so I'll be home late. Would you come over to my place after work and cook dinner for me?
What? After work?
What's wrong with that?
My stomach is starting to get bigger and I'm getting a little tired.
So what?
I just think it's tough to go cook a meal after work.
What? What are you talking about just because you're pregnant? You're my daughter-in-law, and you don't have an option to say no. If I tell you to cook, you should just do it.
Then I'll buy some fast food or something and bring it to you.
What are you talking about? You want me to eat cheap fast food? You gotta be kidding me.
I'm sorry. I used to be able to do this, but I've been having a lot of back pain. I don't think I can cook for two families.
Why did you become my stepdaughter? You're useless, you know that?
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, pregnancy is not a disease. I did all the housework while I was pregnant. There's no reason you can't do it too.
But I really can't.
That's enough. I won't ask you today. I'll go to the department store and buy something delicious.
It would be a great help if you did that.
I wonder why John married such a sloppy wife. I feel sorry for him. Now listen to me, Maria. You're mistaken if you think you can get away with anything just because you're pregnant. Next time, I'll make sure you cook like you're supposed to. Maria, it's about time you come to do the housework. How long are you going to skip your chores just because you're pregnant?
I'm sorry, it's been so long. I've been very busy at work lately and I haven't been feeling well. I honestly don't think I'll be able to do the housework at your house in addition to my own housework.
Are you still working? If your health is that bad, do something about your job. You should consider my housework your priority, no matter what.
Yes, even if I took a day off from work now, I doubt I could do any housework because of the morning sickness.
Don't be silly. I was able to do my usual housework until the baby was born. There's no reason you can't do it.
Yes, I know that, but I can manage my work since it's just an office work. But doing housework is too much for me. I'm sure it will cause trouble for you.
Oh my God, I don't want to hear those excuses anymore. Don't slack your work just because you're about to give birth. There are many things you have to do as a wife. Being pregnant is not an excuse. I don't have time to lecture you about this. Come to my house on your next day off and do the chores that have piled up.
Okay.
Hi, Maria. You're already on maternity leave, aren't you? From now on, you should come and spend your time at our house.
What?
That way, you won't have to come and go, and it will be easier for you to do your housework, right?
That's...
What? Are you going to complain again?
I'm not complaining.
You always do that. You've never listened to me even once. You're always nagging about this and that. I can't imagine what you'll do after the baby is born if you disrespect me like this.
Emily?
What?
I'm sorry for not discussing this with you. After consulting with John, we've decided to have the baby back in my hometown where my parents live.
Huh?
So I've returned to my parents' house. I won't be able to do any housework there for a while.
Wait, what are you saying? Who gave you permission to have a baby back there? I would never allow such a thing.
But John suggested that we should have the baby here with my parents. He said it would be safer for me to have my mother there, since it would be my first birth.
Are you kidding me? I've been through childbirth myself. I can support you.
I'm sure you can, but I returned to my parents' home because I didn't want to disrespect John's kindness.
I won't let you do such a selfish thing. I didn't hear anything from John about it. You should come back to our house right now.
What?
If you say you can't come to my house by yourself, I'll come pick you up.
You want me to go all the way to your house just to do house chores?
Of course! You're my daughter-in-law. You're supposed to do the housework. And I should be there when you give birth. But you went back home without my permission, so I have to go through a lot of trouble. Just come to my home and start cooking, cleaning the toilet, and mowing the lawn.
Emily, there's no way I can mow the lawn.
Of course you can. Anyway, I'll come and get you tomorrow.
John, I just got a text from your mother and I'm in trouble.
What's wrong? Did she do something again?
She said she's going to pick me up tomorrow.
Huh?
She got very angry when she found out I was going to have a baby back home.
She did?
Yes. She told me that tomorrow I have to go back to her house to cook, clean the bathroom, mow the lawn. She's coming tomorrow to pick me up. What am I going to do?
Oh my God. I was trying to avoid you doing something that's not good for the baby. So we decided to have the baby back home. If she takes you back to her house, she will treat you like a slave.
Yeah.
We have to do something about this. I'm worried about you and the baby. I'm going to explain the situation to my boss and ask for the afternoon off.
What?
I'm going to your parents' house now. I was wondering if we could discuss the situation with your parents.
I'm sure that's fine, but is your job going to be okay?
I can't concentrate on work, can I? Right now, my priority is you and the newborn baby. Anyway, I'll be on my way soon.
Okay, thanks, John.
Maria, what's going on? I said I would pick you up, but you got into a car with a man and went somewhere, didn't you? I saw it with my own eyes. You said you were going home to have a baby, but you're really cheating on John, aren't you? What kind of a wife are you?
Emily, I'm not having an affair. The only person I love is John.
Then who was that? It definitely wasn't a woman. You can't cheat on him like that. I can't allow you to go back to your parents' house and secretly cheat on him.
I'm not having an affair. Someone was concerned about my health and took me away.
What? What do you mean?
I told you, didn't I? I can't cook, clean toilets, mow the lawn, and do lots of other chores. I can't force myself to do that right now because it's an important time for the birth of the baby, so I can't go back there.
What's with that tone? You're my daughter-in-law and it's your job to take care of me. You really don't know what it's like to be a wife. That's why you need to be disciplined. Come back to my house right now.
No matter how much you say, I can't do that.
If you insist that much, I have an idea. I can't accept you as my daughter-in-law anymore. You'd better be ready for it. John, what the hell is going on with Maria? She decided to have the baby back home and went back to her parents' house. I didn't hear anything about it. I made Maria do it because it was her first time giving birth and she was anxious. You spoil her too much, don't you? She's making you do the housework too, right? That's fine with me. We talked about it and decided on it. It's a wife's job to do the house chores. Besides, I hate to tell you this, but... What? Maria is cheating on you. Huh? She is cheating on you, taking advantage of your lack of attention. I saw it clearly with my own eyes. Mom, what are you talking about? Maria is about to give birth. I'm the one who suggested her to go back to her parents' house because you're always treating her like your own servant. When have I ever done that? You forced her to do your housework after work, and the housework is something you can do on your own. I know all about it. Did she tell you that? She can't do anything at all, but she has a big mouth, don't you think? What's with that tone? Maria is not your housekeeper or servant. Why don't you do your own housework?
You're young, so you may not understand. But once you're married, a wife has to listen to her mother-in-law and does everything for the house. I'm just teaching her because she's not doing anything. If you call me abusive or whatever, that's because you don't understand.
Maria is going to give birth soon. We don't know when she'll go into labor. I just want to ease her anxiety as much as possible. That's why I wanted to let her relax at home, away from you, who is causing lots of trouble for her.
That's exactly why she's taking advantage of you. She even cheated on you, and it's really disgusting.
Mom, do you really think Maria cheated on me?
I saw her with my own eyes getting into a car with a guy. I'm absolutely sure. When the baby is born, I'm going to take the baby and have her divorce you.
I guess I can't talk to you about anything. You only speak ill of Maria no matter what I say.
She's doing whatever she wants, so I have to do something about it.
I'm glad I made the decision.
What?
Actually, I got divorced yesterday.
Divorced? I'm surprised. But she can't do the housework and she doesn't listen to me, so it's no wonder. And even worse, she cheated on you. Okay, come back to my house now.
There's more.
What?
I remarried right after the divorce.
What? You mean you were cheating on her too? Well, she was cheating on you as well. That's how unattractive she was.
I divorced Maria once, and we got a marriage certificate so that I could take Maria's family name. I remarried Maria and became their son-in-law.
What? What the hell is going on? You did it without consulting me. She even cheated on you, and yet she managed to get you to go along with it. She took you away from me. I can never forgive her. I guess I'll have to meet her in person and do something about it.
Mom, I didn't think you were that insane. Do you know why I became their son-in-law?
Why?
Because you tried to bully the woman I love.
Bully? That's not true. I was just trying to discipline her on how to be a wife.
What discipline? Maria is an attentive, kind, and precious woman who I love more than anyone else. At least, she's a much nicer woman than you.
What a thing to say to your mother. She's the kind of woman who would go back to her hometown and cheat on you.
Mom, don't you realize what's going on? Didn't you think anything when you saw that man with Maria in a car?
Nothing really. Well, he wasn't a young man, was he?
Mom, you finally pissed him off.
What? What are you saying all of a sudden? Who did I offend?
You didn't seem to notice because you were only thinking about yourself. It was my father who put Maria in the car.
Huh? Don't make bad jokes. Why was your father there?
The night before, you tried to bring Maria back. I told Dad everything. How you'd been picking on her for a long time. How she'd been taking care of you even after she got pregnant. That you tried to bring her back to your house after she went back to her hometown. Trying to make her do your housework even after the baby was born.
What are you talking about? Everything you said is not true. I was only trying to teach her the duties of a wife. I was just trying to discipline her for being so lazy.
You do not need to discipline Maria. She's been raised by her parents with love and care. She's very thoughtful and takes care of the house without complaint. Above all, she is a woman who never forgets to take care of her family. That's why she didn't say anything about you until her health got worse. But you don't understand anything. I took my father to her parents' house to discuss the future with them.
Oh no! Maria is a woman who disrespected me and went back to her hometown on her own. What is there to discuss?
Shouldn't it be Maria's parents who should be apologizing?
What's the matter with you? Don't be ridiculous.
I can't tolerate your mean, disrespectful attitude. So I told my dad everything and decided to have a talk with her parents about you.
Huh?
Dad was furious. He's always been concerned about your behavior, but he didn't want to cause any trouble, so he kept quiet. But he said he couldn't take it anymore.
What do you mean?
If he doesn't do anything about it, you'll make the whole family unhappy. And he said it would be a bad influence on the baby.
What do you mean by bad influence?
It's not good to have you who picks on Maria in front of her child, is it? He said this whole thing has made him decide to divorce you.
Divorce? Why should I get a divorce?
Did I not just say that? Because your mean thoughts and arrogant attitude make the whole family unhappy.
Oh no!
Dad hid Maria from you so you wouldn't take her away. That's why he put her in the car that day. I couldn't leave for work, so my dad took care of it.
You're kidding, right? I can't believe he would do such a thing. He was so quiet. He has always listened to me.
That's just because he didn't want to cause any trouble. But then he realized that nothing good would come.
That man would never do such a thing.
Anyway, Dad suggested I become their son-in-law. I'd get divorced once, but I'd be allowed to take Maria's parents' last name. I could completely break off the relationship with you.
Huh?
It's my dad's decision that we should break off the relationship with you completely. And on top of that, Dad's divorcing you too. He said that if we did that, we would all be able to raise our child in peace since you're not going to be around. He insisted me to do that. I felt sorry that he was having a hard time all these years with you.
Wait a minute. What will happen to me if you become their son-in-law and I get the divorce?
I don't know. Isn't that something you should think about yourself?
Huh? Because that means I won't have a house, and my income will be only my pension, right?
I guess.
Then I won't be able to make a decent living.
What do you mean, decent living? There are plenty of women living on their own. Go look for a job and live within your income. This is what happens when you try to make things easy for yourself by pushing everything onto Maria, just because she's your daughter-in-law. I'm sure Dad will be talking to you about a formal divorce soon. You two should talk about your own divorce.
Oh no. You're okay with your own parents getting divorced?
I don't have a problem with it because I'm not your son anymore. Well, personally, I feel sorry for Dad.
John, how dare you say that to your mother?
I told you I'm a stranger now. Don't ever contact me again. Don't do anything to ruin my happiness. Well then...
Hey John, wait!
Hey Maria, how dare you do this to me? You're not a good enough daughter for me. How dare you drag John and my husband into this?
Emily, I didn't do anything. I just told him the truth that I couldn't do the housework at your house.
That's unnecessary. Why didn't you just shut up and do your duty as a wife? At the very least, convince my husband not to divorce me. I can't stand to have my son and my husband taken away from me.
I can't help it. It's all up to John and his father. I don't think anything I say will change that. In fact, John immediately went through the procedures to divorce and remarry. I think his father has already moved on to the procedure of divorce as well.
You must have arranged for this to happen. You should convince my husband. Make him reconsider divorcing me.
Why should I do that?
Huh?
I am no longer your daughter-in-law or anything. That means I'm a stranger, right? There's no reason why I should do what you say. I will refuse to do so. I think I have to respect John's father's feelings.
How long are you going to get cocky? I don't care what you say, so hurry up. If you keep this up, I'm going to lose everything.
So?
Huh?
You have never listened to anything people have to say. You have been so selfish. I can't tell you how many absurd things I've been told. I want to live happily with John and our unborn child. I will not do as you say. There's no reason for me to do so.
Why do you say that? Your husband's mother is in trouble, so help me.
I've been telling you for a while now. John took my family name, so the only mother I have is my own mother. You are a stranger, remember?
You can't just...
How can I accept what a stranger says? You have to take care of the rest by yourself. You lost everything because of your own action. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, Maria! What should I do? Hey!
After that, Emily's divorce was finalized against her wishes. As a result, she was evicted from her house. With the help of John's father, who was very kind to her, she only got a share of the property. With that, she was able to get a cheap apartment for her to live alone. But her life from now on will be very poor. I'm sure it will be stressful for her who has been living as she pleases. She is not a child, so I would like her to figure out what to do by herself. It is no longer my concern if she spends her time alone and lonely. I am currently back home with my parents after safely giving birth to a healthy baby boy. After settling down to raise my child, I would like to find a new house near my parents' home. I would like to start a new life with my family of 3. I'm keeping in touch with my father-in-law and seeing him regularly.
Hey, Claire. I want to say something I've been feeling for a while.
What is it all of a sudden?
I can't help but feel like you're disrespecting my mom. Aren't you being too cocky for her?
Huh? I would never disrespect your mother. It's true that she's a friendly person who's easy to say anything to. She lets me say whatever I want, but I don't mean to belittle her. I have great respect for the fact that she raised you all by herself.
What do you mean you say whatever you want? Shouldn't a wife care a little more about her mother-in-law?
Of course I do care, but she gets angry when I'm trying to show good manners.
Why?
Because my parents have already passed away.
Huh?
She told me to treat her as if she was my own mother. So I'm trying to be considerate and treat her as if she was my real mother.
What are you talking about? She's my mother, okay? She's not your mother.
I know, but I'm your wife, so she's my mother too.
Don't you know the word reserved? Mom is a kind person. I won't forgive you if you take everything so seriously and belittle her.
I'm not disrespecting her. I have a good relationship with her. I can talk to her about anything.
You really are a brazen woman, aren't you? You treat my mother like she's your own mother.
That's what your mother wanted. Of course I'm grateful for that. I know exactly how much you love her. I would never do anything to hurt her.
Of course you wouldn't. If anything happens to my mom, I'll never forgive you.
Okay.
Hey, Claire? Where are you?
I'm out driving.
Pull over right now.
What's going on? I just pulled into the nearest gas station parking lot.
Why did you push my mom into a ditch?
A ditch? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Are you trying to keep this a secret? You did this to my mom. I absolutely cannot allow it. She's in emergency surgery right now. I've called the police, so be prepared.
Hey, David, calm down. I really don't know what you're talking about.
I know you disrespected my mom, but what the heck were you thinking? I told you, didn't I? I told you that I would never forgive you if you ever hurt my mom.
You're right. You said that. But what is this all of a sudden? Why should I push your mother in a ditch? I don't know what's going on.
I'm the one who wants to know what's going on. I know you and Mom used to argue a lot. I know you had an argument with her today that went too far. And you did what you had to do, didn't you?
Argument? You're always making jokes. You know, David, you've got it all wrong.
You pushed her into a ditch and you're still talking like that? Where the heck are you right now?
I'm out today.
You work from home. You're supposed to be home, right?
Well, basically, yes. I can manage my own schedule, but I do go out sometimes. And I promised your mother.
Huh? With Mom? You called my mom to our apartment with the intention of hurting her from the start, didn't you? And you took her to the ditch, right? That must be it. You were planning to hurt my mom from the start.
Hey, haven't you been watching too many mystery dramas? What with this ridiculous deduction?
I knew you disrespected my mom. I never thought you'd do something like this. Anyway, I'm off to the hospital now.
By the way, which hospital was your mother taken to?
I won't tell you.
Why not? I'm your wife and I have the right to know.
If I tell you where the hospital is, I don't know what you'll do to my mom. I can't risk that.
What do you mean by that? Bella?
Claire, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I'm just texting you to let you know I'm running a little late. Are you all right?
Of course I am. I haven't had any hay fever this year. I'm living comfortably every day.
Of course you are.
What's wrong?
I just got a text from David that I don't understand.
What did he say?
He's very angry that I pushed you into a ditch and hurt you.
What?
And he was going to the hospital because you are in emergency surgery.
I was pushed down a ditch? By you?
That's what he said.
How could it be? I haven't even met you yet.
That's right, but he was so angry and impatient that he just blamed all on me. I didn't know any of the details, but he hasn't met you either.
David, has he gone crazy?
A little while ago, he suddenly texted me. He accused me of disrespecting you. I wonder if it has something to do with that. He really loves you.
I raised him all by myself, but I didn't mean to spoil him. We've lived a very normal life after all.
Yes, I understand that.
Why did he grow up to be a mama's boy?
Maybe he always preferred older women?
Is that it? But it's true, he didn't last long with ex-girlfriends who were in his generation. All of his relationships have lasted long with older girlfriends. You're the same way, aren't you?
I turned back to the apartment once because I was really curious.
What's wrong?
I found something I wasn't expecting.
What? Claire, where are you now?
Since you wouldn't tell me where your mother's hospital is, I was just driving around, looking for a hospital near the ditch. How is she doing?
I came to the hospital and found out that her leg was only sprained. Nothing serious.
Huh? Wasn't it an emergency surgery?
I guess I panicked and I misunderstood. When I asked her about it, she said she was walking while looking at her phone, and she accidentally fell into the ditch by herself.
I see.
What? You suspect me of something?
You said I pushed your mother into the ditch. You treated me like a criminal, saying you'd call the police.
I'm sorry about that.
That's never going to happen.
How can you be so sure?
Because I'm driving with your mother right now.
What?
We were supposed to go on a picnic today. That's why we were out in the car.
Oh my God.
What's going on? Do you hate me that much? You said something about disrespecting your mother, about hurting her. When have I ever done anything like that?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I got a call from a neighbor, and I was in such a hurry that I thought it was my mom.
I'll be shocked if I had to go to the police because of a ridiculous mistake like that. I'm leaving home.
Leaving? Where are you going? You don't even have a home, do you?
It's none of your business where I go. If you don't trust me that much, then leave me alone already.
Claire, are you really leaving? You're not coming home?
Of course I'm not. Because I'm not coming back unless my doubts against you are resolved.
Okay.
I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks. I wonder if you're feeling sorry for yourself.
Hey, Claire. Of course, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to contact you. I come home alone every day.
Really?
Really? Are you doubting me again?
Then what's this picture?
What?
It's you and a woman going in and out of our apartment. You are walking out of the apartment arms linked with her. You're buying groceries at the supermarket with her. You have a really nice smile in all of them. And there's even a picture of you kissing her at the front door.
This is...
Who is this woman?
Perhaps my mom?
Of course not. She doesn't look like your mother in any way. Besides, you wouldn't kiss your mother, would you?
I don't know. Isn't that a photo you photoshopped out of rage? You're trying to trick me, aren't you?
Oh, that's what you have to say? You think I don't know anything?
Huh?
You're still with that woman, aren't you?
Right now, I'm having dinner with my mom.
Don't lie to me. I'm with your mother right now.
That's not true.
Huh? Then who is this person sitting right next to me? I've been with her for almost 2 weeks now. Is she a ghost or something?
Huh?
I've been with her ever since I left home. That means I've been living at her apartment.
You've been at my parents' apartment all this time? You're trying to get mom on your side by bad-mouthing me, aren't you? What a dirty girl.
So who is she?
I don't know.
Well, she looks about the same age as your mother, doesn't she? I'm very curious.
That's why I don't know her. What's with that woman?
I even showed you a picture of her, and you're still trying to keep me in the dark. Well, I'll tell you. Her name is Jessica, your cheating partner. She's 52 years old. She works at the supermarket, right?
How the hell do you know all that?
It was her who fell into the ditch that day, wasn't it? You got a call from a neighbor who thought it was your mother, and you called me, isn't that right?
How do you know?
Because the neighbor told me. She told the neighbor contact my son. I was pushed down by his wife. Well, she's the same age as your mother. It's no wonder the neighbors believed her.
How do you know so much?
What? You want to know?
Well, yeah.
Actually, the day you accused me of pushing your mother into a ditch, I went back to the apartment, and I felt this weird, uneasy feeling, you know? And there was a paper bag hanging on the door handle.
A paper bag?
Yes, I thought it was weird, but I checked inside and was surprised. There was a letter from Jessica.
A letter?
Yes, and it says, David likes older, solid women like me. I don't want to lose to a chick like you. From now on, I'll take care of David, so you should just back off quietly.
What?
And she also attached about 20 pictures of you and her on a date together. Some of them were taken on your bed. I took them on my phone, so I'll send them to you.
What the hell? So many? No way.
You didn't know she was coming to our apartment?
I knew she was coming over. She wanted to see what kind of place and apartment I live in, so I told her where I live.
She came to our apartment with everything planned out, didn't she?
What do you mean?
You still don't get it? She tried to make me look bad and divorce you. I guess she really wanted to be with you.
But all you got from Jessica was the letter and some pictures. How did you know about her name and everything?
Since I got the letter, I hired a private detective the next day to look into it. I know everything about the last 2 weeks. You pretended to be sorry and were enjoying your sweet time with her, weren't you?
No. She forced herself on me.
That's not fair. Are you going to blame her for everything? Even if she did barge in, you were the one who let her in the apartment. That's disgusting. I have all the evidence I need so I can file a claim for alimony against you and Jessica right away.
What do you mean, alimony? What are you talking about?
Of course we're getting a divorce. There's no way I would live with a man who would cheat on me with a 52-year-old woman. You're giving me the chills. I heard your mother will deliver the divorce papers, so I'll leave it to her.
My mom? Does she know about this?
Of course she does. I told you we'll live together for 2 weeks. And I told you we were supposed to go on a picnic that day, right? Your mother knows all about it.
Oh no, I can't believe my mom knew.
She's right here. I'll let you talk to her.
David, it's Mom. Mom, no, I didn't do anything wrong. Shall I ask you to explain what's going on? Why did you cheat on your wife? I've been lonely since I moved out from your apartment. It's not that I was unhappy with her, but I really missed you, Mom. So? While I went out to buy lunch, Jessica and I hit it off. She asked me to come visit her sometime. So you just went to her place like that? I felt very safe with her because she was the same age as you, but that doesn't mean I don't like you. How did you grow up like that? I didn't raise you to be a mama's boy. Mom, that's a horrible thing to say. A son who betrays his beloved wife is not my son. Pay your alimony and divorce Claire immediately. Won't you take my side? How can I take your side? You lied about pushing me down the ditch, and you caused trouble for Claire. Even before that, you were saying that she was disrespectful, that she hurts me or something. I heard that you were complaining to Claire. You and Claire used to argue a lot. That's why I warned her. We were just messing around. That's how it's always been with her. You're not a good husband if you can't understand that. Oh no, I said those things for you. I will not accept a son who betrays his wife and cheats on her. You're not my son anymore. You're so pathetic. Mom, you're lying. I'm still your son, aren't I? I'm serious. I hope you'll pay Claire enough alimony, and she'll also demand alimony from Jessica, who's the same age as me. You tell her in advance. I can't tell her that. I don't want to cause any trouble for her. Are you still talking like that after all this? You should feel sorry for your own wife. I must have raised you wrong if you can't understand such things. You need to relearn how to think like a human being in a tough society. Oh no. Mom, please forgive me. I'm very sorry, so please don't leave me. That's impossible. That's how it's going to be. Your mom will help me with the divorce until it's finalized. After you sign the divorce papers, give them to your mother. Claire, wait, please. I was wrong. It's all my fault. I want you to forgive me. After all you've done, you're asking me to forgive you? Claire, you and Mom are close, right? I don't want her to leave me, at least. Would you ask Mom not to do that for me? After all, that's what you want? You don't think about me at all, do you? That's not true. Your mother is disappointed with you like that. I think you should quickly become an adult instead of relying on your mother. Oh no. We're still a couple, right? I think married couples are supposed to help each other grow. Huh? That's why you should think of this time as an ordeal. You should start over with me again. I'm sure Mom would be happy if you did. I'm stunned. Why? Did I say something funny? You don't understand a bit of what your mother is saying. I also think you should relearn how to think normal in a tough society. You'd better learn to understand how other people feel. I know that. I'm making Mom very sad right now, so I have to do something about it. No, you're helpless. I can't deal with you anymore. I feel nauseated just talking to you. Why? It's only a matter of time before you ask Mom to do something about it, right? That's enough. Well then, I'll leave the rest to your mother. You do as your mother tells you. I don't want to talk to you again. Bye. Claire, wait a minute. We're not done talking yet, are we? Claire! After that,
His mother went to the apartment with the divorce papers, but David was with Jessica. It seems that the situation became a scene of a fight between his mother and Jessica, who didn't want to leave David. His mother made him sign the divorce papers and kicked them out of there. The apartment we were living in was cancelled. Thanks to Bella, I was also able to receive the full amount of alimony from David and Jessica. I don't know where he is now that Bella broke off the relationship with him. Maybe he is with Jessica, but that is no longer my business. I was suddenly single, and to tell the truth, I was very depressed. But thanks to Bella, who regularly contacts me, I am gradually regaining my strength. I am reassured that I will be able to continue my relationship with Bella, who is my best friend.
Hey, Becca, guess what? I took a vacation. Now we can go out with the kids during summer vacation. You're happy? You should thank me. Whoa, what's up all of a sudden? You're at work, right? Aren't you supposed to be working? I mean, when does the vacation start? A week long starting from tomorrow. Tomorrow? The kids are having summer vacation, right? I did my best to take days off. Starting tomorrow? That's too soon. What's with that reaction? Your husband took a vacation for the kids. You're supposed to be happy. I am, but it's too sudden. I have to work. What's the point of you taking days off without me? Can you go out with the kids by yourself? Of course I can. That's rude. I took a vacation for you, and why aren't you happy? Rather, you're like upset. Are you unsatisfied with me making my family happy? If you're going to take a vacation, you should tell me or make a plan first. I'm saying it's too sudden. I can't take a vacation in such short notice. What's with all your complaining? I'm trying to be a good father and you're ruining it. I'm sorry, don't get so mad. My bad. You're right. You took days off for the kids, and even if I'm working, you can still play with the kids. Yeah, I'm pretty good husband. You should be more grateful to me. Yeah. By the way, you have a week off, right? Where are you going to take the kids? Maybe to Fairyland? They're dying to go there. There's no way we're going to a crowded, expensive place like that. It's exhausting and I'll lose all of my bonus I just got. It would ruin my vacation. Then the beach? No way. I hate the ocean. I'm taking the kids to Mom's house. Your mother's house? You're on summer vacation and you're going to stay with your mother for a week? Now I understand why you said you can go out with the kids by yourself. You're planning on having her take care of them. Don't say it's like a bad thing. Mom asked me to bring the kids. I'm sure she misses them. Maybe so, but I'm sorry, but I feel bad for the kids. At least make it a 2-night stay or something and then take them somewhere a bit more fun. What? You think her house is boring? Mom's going to cook a lot for them. You're going to deny that? That's not what I'm saying. I appreciate her kindness too. I know it's important for you to go home, but you have to think about them too. It's summer vacation. I'd like to take them to more other places. That would cost too much money. Besides, Mom's moving in with us from now on. We need to prepare them for that. She can start living with us at the end of summer vacation. Make sure everything's prepared. What? Living together? Wait, I've never heard of that before. It's another favor from my mom. Wait a second. Why would you decide on your own? I can't live with her. What do you mean you can't? We've already decided. Don't complain about husband's decision. What about me and the kids? Why do you always decide on your own? Of course they would agree. You're at home today, right? Make the kids get ready for the trip tomorrow. A trip? I'm sure they'd be happy. Unfortunately, it's the opposite. No one wants to go. What? Why not? They already have plans. They're all upset with you for making such a short notice. Plans? Family comes first. Can't they follow the father's decision? They've got plans with their friends. They've grown up, you know. You can't just make a plan on your own and ask others to follow you. I'm the father and I took a week off for them. I can't believe it. This is what happens when you don't educate them well. I can't believe they've turned into children who don't appreciate their father. Can you please stop blaming others? You're the one who hasn't done anything to the family. And now all of a sudden, you ask them to come with you tomorrow. Of course they won't be happy. You should have cared about your children before complaining. And they are against moving in with your mother. What? They are? They don't like Grandma? I guess not. The kids don't like her very much. They're more against it than the trip. They don't like her at all. Maybe they only see her once in a while and that's why they don't like her. If they live with her, they'll get along. They need to live together to have a good relationship. What are you saying? Everyone in the family is against except you. Okay? No living with your mother. No visits to her house. You seem to be making up your own mind and getting all excited by yourself, but this is what we think. I'm the father. I have the right to make decisions for the family. Anyone who goes against me is not a family. Don't talk like a child. If you can't listen to me, you're not a family. Get out of my house. Anyone who doesn't agree to live with her, get out before I get home from work. Are you serious? You're going to kick the kids out for this? I'm serious. Becca, if you're against living together too, get out. Well, if I do, we're getting divorced. You mean we're getting divorced if I leave? Yes, because I don't want a wife who disagrees with her husband. Want to get divorced? Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm leaving. Let's get divorced. Goodbye. What are you talking about, Becca? I was just kidding. I just wanted to show you how serious I was. What? You're taking it seriously? I'm serious. Well then, I'll tell the kids about the divorce, and I'll ask them if they want to move in with their grandma or leave the house. Hey, wait a minute. That was a joke. Getting divorced because my mom is moving in? Can't you see that I really don't want to live with her? What are we going to do about the kids after we divorce? They will be sad if you're gone. About that, they want to come with me. Huh? They do? You mean you're all leaving? Yeah, they don't want to live with their grandma and they don't want to go to their home. They don't want to live with you either, so they want to follow me. Which means you'll have to live with your mother, the two of you. Wait a minute, you're kidding, right? I'm so sick of you asking me to get divorced whenever we disagree. I'm serious, and I think the kids are too. You're the only one who seems to be joking. Why do you refuse to move in with my mom? Isn't it normal to visit your parents during vacation? Don't you guys have any idea how important it is to care your in-laws? I feel sorry for her. She lives alone. Did you forget why your mother is all alone? Huh? What do you mean? It's because she was kicked out by her son and his wife who moved in with her. Your mother was so mean to her son's wife, so they finally kicked her out. Don't exaggerate about it. Mom was just trying to teach her for her sake. I mean, it's so terrible for them to kick her out. Give me a break. You call it teaching when you throw away food she made every time? I think you call it bullying, and she deserves to be kicked out. If you start living with someone like that, you're going to have a hell of a life. Did she really do that? Can you stop underestimating the information network between wives? I know all about what she did to her. By the way, I hear they are going through a divorce right now. What? Divorce? My brother? Your brother seems to be just like you. He took his mother's side and helped her bully his wife. Of course, he should be divorced. I didn't know that was going on. I feel sorry for the kids too. She was so mean to them every time they saw her. I can understand why they don't want to live with her. What? She was mean to them? I don't think she would be mean. Dad, it's me, Paul. I'm using Mom's phone. Paul, you love your grandma, right? You agreed to live with her, don't you? Mom is making you to say no to visit her or live with her, right? No, I don't like Grandma. She always calls me ugly. She doesn't like that I look like Mom, and she always gets mad at me when I do something wrong. And she never gives me birthday presents. She never gave you a birthday present? I thought she loved you. We're going with Mom. If you want to live with Grandma, you can live with her together. Bye, Dad. See? Do you understand how they feel? I didn't think you guys would be so against it. I'm sorry I decided to move in with her and go visit her on my own. I won't do it again. It's alright, don't worry about it. We're getting divorced. You can move in with her or visit her, whatever you want. Don't tell me you're divorcing me. I won't decide to live with her without your permission anymore. Just reconsider. Hey, let's talk. I told you, I'm sick of it. People who can't listen to you aren't your family, right? Then we're not a family anymore, so I'm leaving. That was just a joke. I can't live with someone who makes jokes like that. Well then, me and the kids are packing our bags now. Bye. I will take them to my parents' house until the divorce is final. They would be happy to come with me to my parents' house. Are you really leaving? My parents are even taking them to Fairyland on my behalf. They are going to have a blast. I'm glad they're going to have a great summer vacation. Wait, I'm off for a week from tomorrow. I'll take them. No, your mother is waiting for you at home. Have a relaxing week with her. Make sure you tell her we're getting divorced. Bye. On that day, I packed a few things and left the house with the children. My parents were surprised at my divorce, but they were more than happy to see their grandchildren coming to visit. They are all going to visit Fairyland tomorrow. After that, Sam has texted me to apologize, but I ignored him. I also turned in the papers for the divorce, so I'm waiting for his reply. Once the divorce is finalized, I'm planning to go out for lunch with his brother's ex-wife to celebrate our divorce.
Sorry for the sudden message. Are you Dahlia? I'm Samantha, Henry's sister. Nice to meet you. Hi! Nice to meet you. I'm Dahlia. I'm surprised. Did you get my number from Henry? Yes. I was hoping to contact you directly if possible. Again, sorry for texting out of the blue. I just want to apologize for not being able to make it to the pre-wedding family meeting today. Never mind about that. You were working, weren't you? It couldn't be helped. The meeting went without a hitch, so please don't worry. My parents won't get a bad image of you just because you weren't at a meeting. It was a sudden matter, and I'm sorry that I had to make such a difficult request to your parents too. Please don't worry about it. After all, it's a shotgun marriage. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Congratulations again. I wish you happiness. Thank you. That's very kind of you. As for the pregnancy, I will discuss it with Henry, and we decided to keep it as a secret for a while. That must be tough with the wedding celebration coming up. I know you must be busy with everything, so please don't overdo it. Your health is the top priority. You're right. It's a lot of work. I knew it would be, but I'll turn 29 this year, so I really wanted to get married within this year. You're the same age as my younger brother. Maybe it's because I've only seen your picture, but I thought you were much younger. Thank you! Everyone says that I look younger than my age. Maybe it's because I have a baby face. But I'm surprisingly a reliable person. Henry seems to think I'm unreliable. You're going to have a nephew or niece. Please look forward to it. Please take good care of the baby and me too. Of course. I'm finally going to be an aunt. I will help you in any way I can, so just let me know. Thank you very much. I'm afraid you won't be able to give birth anymore. That's why my child will be the only grandchild for your parents. So I'm sure all of them will adore the baby, and I'm grateful for that. Well, you're right. I'm already over 40 years old, so many things are difficult now. I'd like to take care of your child since I'm the aunt. Thank you. I heard that you are a career woman. I envy you a lot. You graduated from high school and changed jobs a lot, but somehow you have got the trust of your peers. Henry told me that you are working hard in leading your team. Did my brother tell you about that? I'm not working for a big company now, but I'm doing my best. We don't have enough employees to cover the workload, so I often have to travel from place to place for work. I find the job is very rewarding anyway. I'll make sure I can attend your wedding. Seems that you're a hard-working woman, but if you're busy, there's no need to push yourself. Henry and I will be discussing about the wedding from now on. Even if you can't attend, we'll manage somehow. It's my younger brother's wedding, so I want to be there since I'm his sister. I'll be happy to attend. I think my first meeting with you will be on the wedding day. Well then, please give my best wishes to your parents. Sure thing! See ya!
I heard that there was a meeting at a certain restaurant for my brother's wedding. For some reason, I was also invited, but I was away from New York on business and could not attend the meeting. I wanted to at least say a word of apology, so I asked my brother to give me Dahlia's contact information and contacted her. To be honest, Dahlia isn't the type of person I want to get along with. Hello, Samantha. I'm sorry to bother you at work. I just wanted to let you know about something important. Hello, Dahlia. I heard that you're busy preparing for the wedding. Are you all right? Please don't push yourself too hard. Thank you for your concern. I'm totally in good health. I'm going to a bridal aesthetic salon right now so that I can wear my wedding dress as beautifully as possible. My skin is smooth and I can feel that I'm in my best condition now. A bride has to look beautiful at her wedding. Taking care of your skin is important, but please don't forget about your baby. Yes, you're right. Anyway, everything's going to be fine. The baby is supporting me and I'm sure of that. What a sweet baby. By the way, you said that you were going to tell me something important, right? Yes, actually, there's been a change of venue for the wedding. That's why I wanted to let you know about that. Are you sure that you need to change the venue? The wedding is coming up soon, isn't it? I didn't know if that's even possible. It's a sudden change, so we're contacting the people we've invited in order. Lucky us that only the venue has changed, not the wedding day or some other complicated things. I know it sounds stupid, but it seems the venue was double booked. It was an emergency, so we had no choice. Seriously? That must be tough. Are you all right? Is there anything I can do to help you? I'm fine. Everyone has been informed about the venue change. I'm sorry it took me so long to inform you. Nothing has changed except the venue. No worries. Only the venue has changed anyway. It's a wedding between my brother and the person who will be my sister-in-law. I'm really looking forward to it. After all, it's the first time for me to attend the wedding of a family member. Is this your first time attending a wedding? At your age? I think it's strange that you've never been invited to anyone's wedding. Well, I've been invited to wedding parties of friends and colleagues, of course, but this is the first time for me to attend a family's wedding. Oh, I see. I was surprised when I heard that you've never attended a wedding before. I thought your friends were all the same type with you. What do you mean by that? If they started working right after they graduated from high school, I'm sure that their salary is not that high, and it's not good to expect too much. It's best to be happy with what you can afford. How rude of you. Please don't talk like that. Most of my friends are living a happy life with their family. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event, so everyone did the best they could. That's right. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event, so Henry did his best. We'll get married at the hotel of my dream, wearing the beautiful dress I adore, and have the makeup artist I admire to get me prepared. Isn't it amazing? It's what every girl dreamed when they were little. Yes, I know. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, isn't it? A wonderful moment in life. And it should have cost a lot of money. But thanks to Henry's connections, we were able to get it for a very reasonable price. I'm glad that I've chosen Henry as my husband. I'm sure that our wedding will be more unforgettable than anyone else's. I'm so excited. I can see how excited you are. There were a lot of people who wanted to come, but we were very selective about who we invited. The photographer is also a professional, so it would be a pity to invite too many unattractive people. When the wedding photo album is finished, I will give you a copy as a commemorative gift. You are my sister-in-law after all.
Thank you. That's very nice of you. I look forward to receiving it. I'm sorry for troubling you, but can you send me the exact venue and directions since it's different from the one written on the invitation?
No problem. Well then, have a nice day.
Although I think Dahlia is a bit rude to me during our last conversation, I could tell that she's really looking forward to the wedding. For my brother's sake, I tried not to be upset or try to pick a fight with her until the wedding was over. Dahlia, I'm sorry for disturbing you. May I have a moment?
What is it? It's a day before my wedding, so I'm very busy. Please make it quick.
I'm sorry. I'll make it quick. The venue for the ceremony has been changed, right?
That's correct.
I checked with the new venue, but they said they haven't been notified of the change. Could you explain to me what's happening?
The venue has been changed, but only for you.
Huh? Sorry, I don't think I understand what you're trying to say. I've already made some arrangements, so I don't want any more changes. Where do you want me to go on your wedding day?
I told you that we wanted to have a wonderful wedding and that we had carefully selected the guests.
Yes, you told me that. Are you telling me that you don't want me to come?
I'm glad that you understood at last. If possible, it would have been better if you didn't know about it until after the wedding. After a rigorous screening process, it seems that you were not selected. I'm sorry about that.
It's my own brother's wedding. I believe that there's no such thing as screening process. It's not job hunting or lottery anyway.
You are old, single, and a high school graduate, right? It's embarrassing to have such a person as a relative. I don't want to introduce you to any of my relatives or friends. That's why I didn't want you to attend. Please understand my feelings too. Even Henry said that it would be fine.
Did Henry say that? Are you sure?
He said he doesn't care if you will attend or not. He also said that I could do whatever I wanted because I'm the star of my wedding. So I did. Henry is a very kind man, isn't he?
I can't believe it.
The plan was to laugh at your tardiness and tell everyone that you overslept at your brother's wedding. I was planning to cut ties with you too. But now I don't care anymore. No matter where the venue is, I don't have a seat for you in the first place, so please don't come. It would be embarrassing if everyone saw you. I don't want to be in the group photo with a high school graduate like you.
I see. Are you sure you don't want me to go?
Yes, of course. There's no need for you to be there in the first place. You're just an incompetent high school graduate. By not having you come, my wedding will be perfect. Who knows that an elderly single woman who's jealous of my happiness may harm me? I don't want you to ruin my precious wedding.
I'm even starting to get a headache by talking to a silly woman like you. Anyway, did you know that I'm the person who designed the wedding dress you're going to wear tomorrow?
Huh? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? My dress was designed by a famous New York brand, and it's really popular on Instagram right now. Are you out of your mind? Stop talking nonsense.
Thank you for your compliment. It was a new dress from that famous brand. It's quite a deal for the price. My brother insisted on having a wedding even though he didn't have the money. I got permission to use the hotel and the dress for the promotion of a magazine, and also the video for promoting the new dress, but it's messed up now, so I don't care anymore.
Are you serious? Are you telling me that single lonely woman with a high school diploma who keeps changing jobs is the designer of that wedding dress? I don't get it. You're just jealous of my marriage. That's why you've been creating your own imagination. That's impossible. It's true that I graduated from high school and got a job at an apparel company. But fortunately, it was a big company, so I saved up money while working, then studied hard, and got some recognition at the company. So I changed my job, and here I am today. Nowadays, you can advertise all over the world through social media, so even a newcomer like me can work as a designer. I guess it's all about talent, isn't it? Henry never told me about that. Please stop lying. That vain, stupid brother of mine just wanted to take all the credit. When he told his colleagues that he was getting married at that famous hotel, he said that it felt good to have them say how great it was. I was surprised at how childish his thinking was. I didn't know about that. I don't even know your profession. Also, I don't even know that you designed the dress. I don't know anything about those things, so it's not my fault. You're 29 years old, so you can't just say you didn't know or hear about it. That kind of common sense doesn't work. First of all, whether you knew or not, it doesn't change the fact that you tried to exclude me from the wedding. Me and all the staff of my company will not participate in your wedding. Not even the flowers designer, the makeup artist, the photographer? That will definitely ruin everything. Well, that's the way it's going to be. You can use the flowers anyway since I've made the arrangements, but you must pay for that at the regular rate. If we can't use any of the photos or videos from your wedding, there's no point in us helping you. It's not that expensive, just for the church ceremony and reception. I think it's about the same rate as the most luxurious hotel in town. I know it's a lot to ask for a marriage loan, but good luck anyway. I'll sue you for breach of contract. Go ahead. I saved all of your messages, including the one you sent me about the change of venue. I never signed any contract with you or my brother in the first place. I was doing all of that because I care for my brother. Oh no! I'm in trouble! I invited all of my friends and colleagues. They are coming to see how beautiful I am in my wedding dress. What am I supposed to do now? That's your own fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Why don't you discuss with my brother and solve the problem together? You're just as vain as he is. Since I'll be wearing a very popular wedding dress and have a fabulous makeup artist to get me prepared, I was bragging about those to my friends and relatives. I told everyone. I'm sure they are looking forward to it. I can't just rent the lame wedding dress from the hotel as a substitute. No accessories, no trinkets, no hair, no makeup, no nails. Just a normal, lonely bride. I hope you can find a cheap rental dress that you can rent right away tomorrow. Good luck for that. Oh, you know what? My brother doesn't have any money. He's the type of guy who spends all his money just to look good in front of others. We can take care of the money. We have invited a lot of friends and also relatives, so there's nothing to worry about. If it was an ordinary wedding, you could have made it work. You said you've always wanted to have a wedding and that it would be a once-in-a-lifetime event, so you added a lot of options. You know the average rate for a wedding at that famous hotel, don't you? I'm sure it's going to be extremely expensive. What? How am I going to pay for all of those? I don't know. It depends on how you and Henry deal with that. But to be honest, it's nearly impossible. When it comes to money, people are very serious. They won't lend money to others easily. Oh, I wonder if your parents would give us some amount of money to pay. I'm sure they could do something, right? Excuse me? Are you trying to ask my parents to just give their money to you and Henry? You are so brazen.
Well, I'm their adorable daughter-in-law, and they are going to have a grandchild soon. If I tell them I need the money to give birth to a healthy baby, they'll give me, won't they? It's their first grandchild. I'm sure they're looking forward to it.
What are you talking about? First grandchild? For your information, I have a child of my own.
What? But you are single, right? How can you have a child? Please stop telling me a blatant lie.
My husband passed away.
What? No one told me about that. I don't have time for such jokes.
You should complain to Henry. He's probably ashamed of having a widow as his older sister for whatever reason. Henry is my younger brother, and for me, he's cute in his own stupid way, but not anymore. I've had enough of him. I'm going to cut ties with him.
Please don't do that. You should let me wear the dress. Also, give me some money. You have a lot of money, right?
How dare you ask me for money? What a selfish and ungrateful woman you are. Anyway, I heard from one of our employees who did the fitting. It seems that you haven't gained any weight.
That's because I went on a diet to fit into that dress.
I'm not talking about diet. You're pregnant, aren't you? Is it possible that your belly hasn't grown at all in the past few months? I know there are some people who don't have a noticeable type of belly, but I wonder if it's possible for a pregnant woman to have a tightened abdomen muscles.
That's because the baby is cooperating with me. Moms with a high sense of beauty like me don't have big bellies, you know.
What a stupid thing to say. You don't have morning sickness. You went to a spa and sometimes have a bachelorette party with your friends where you drank alcohol. You are a very healthy pregnant woman, aren't you? If you're already pregnant when you met my family members, you must be 6 to 7 months pregnant now, right? That's impossible.
I love Henry, and Henry loves me too. It was just a little imaginary baby to encourage Henry to propose, since I've been telling him that I want to get married before I turn 30. I didn't do anything wrong. We just need to have a baby after we get married, right? What's the problem?
I heard that you and Henry have been dating less than a year. I thought it was a very speedy marriage. Is this some sort of a pregnancy scam? What a scary girl.
What do you mean by scam? I told you that we are going to have a baby after we get married.
Well, Henry will decide about that. Anyway, I'll let him know about this. Don't get divorced until you both pay off the marriage loan.
I just quit my job.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay then, Dahlia. I think you're a cute little sister-in-law.
Wait! Give me back my best wedding!
You ruined it yourself, didn't you? I can't do it anymore, even if you got down on your knees and apologized to me. Anyway, the wedding itself went ahead because if we canceled the wedding, we would have to pay 100% of the cancellation fee. Later, Dahlia showed me a picture she took with her cell phone. She was in a dress that didn't fit her size, and there was no changing dress available. The groom was in his own suit. Isn't that hilarious? The bride and groom were in a bad mood and had a big fight during the wedding. Moreover, the whole family found out that Dahlia lied about her pregnancy. It was a wedding full of highlights. The bride and groom must have had a rough time, but I'm sure the guests who were forced to attend such a wedding must have had a rough time as well. As for me, I asked my daughter, who is now in junior high school, to wear the new dress on behalf of Dahlia. Of course, I hid her face when I took her pictures. I was so busy with the preparation of promoting my new dress that I have no time to deal with my brother and his wife. Landon, I need you to pick up the phone. I need to talk to you. Just answer me, please.
What's the matter with you all of a sudden? You're bothering me. I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of a business meeting. Can we talk later?
This is urgent. I need to talk to you now. Landon, are you there? I really beg you, please, listen to me.
You're persistent, Nicole. How many times are you going to call me? I told you I'm in a meeting. I'm not kidding. Why are you calling me so depressingly today? I've had enough.
Well, I have something important to tell you.
Just because I'm late for 12 days, don't call me over and over again. Business meetings haven't been going as smoothly as planned. I'm having a hard time. That's why I want you to stop calling me like crazy. I'm begging you. I was in an awkward situation earlier when my phone rang several times during the meeting. You should have known what's going on over here.
I see. So that's the reason why you didn't pick up my call?
Huh? Do you really understand what I just told you? I told you I was at work, but you kept calling me. Seriously, give me a break. Unlike you, I'm on a business trip right now. I'm busy. I was late only for 12 days, right? Don't contact me multiple times.
I'm sorry. I still haven't got used to this phone since it's not mine. Seems that it isn't user-friendly at all. I was in panic too. Sorry for troubling you.
What? You're not Amanda, are you?
I'm your mother-in-law, Nicole. Anyway, you were being quite rude on the phone. I wonder if you treat the others the same way too. Don't tell me you didn't notice that. It was me who called you.
Wait a minute. What the heck is going on? Nicole, are you there? Please, let me check again. Did you use Amanda's phone when you called me? Was that you?
Yes. I should have told you right away. I got a little distracted and I'm sorry about that. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just had to call you as soon as possible, that's all. I'm sorry that I kept pestering you.
No worries. I was just gonna check again about Amanda. Is it true that she passed away? I can't believe that. So could you explain to me?
Oh, you heard about that. Yes, she passed away yesterday. I was trying to get in touch with you since yesterday. I even went to your house. Why didn't you call me back?
I'm sorry. I went overseas for a business trip. I was in a meeting and couldn't take your call.
It was important business, right? I wish I could have reached you at work, but unfortunately, I don't have your company's contact info, so I couldn't do that.
It's not your fault, so don't worry about that.
So, it's your wife's funeral today. I need you to hurry up. Can you come back home soon? I'm not sure if it's possible since you're overseas.
I can make it. I'm going home right now. I'll call the company to let them know that I'm leaving from now. So, could you please wait a little longer?
Sure, leave it to me. About the funeral, I've already made all the arrangements. My daughter wrote the details a while ago. She's a well-prepared girl, wasn't she?
Is that true? I didn't know about that.
Me and my husband didn't know either, but it looks like she's getting ready for it. It's hard to think how she must have felt. It must have been hard for you too. To decide going on a business trip overseas while Amanda was sick in the hospital wasn't easy.
Yes, you're correct. I was given a big project to work on just as she was at the hospital. I couldn't say no, and I couldn't find anyone to take my place instead. I thought I'd be able to stay with her for a while. I didn't expect that this would happen.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure you know exactly what you're doing.
Yes, I hope so.
We'll take care of the funeral. Don't worry. Just do what you have to do, okay?
Got it. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm late. I'm back home now. How are you feeling now, Nicole?
You're back? Good job. Do you know where the funeral will be held? I'll be there, so can you come by yourself? I can't pick you up.
Yes, of course. I'll be fine. I'll be there in about an hour.
I'll be waiting for you. By the way, the place for the funeral is located at a minor area. Are you sure that you'll be okay?
I don't know, but I'll try my best.
You've been here before, right? I heard that. This place is pretty isolated. At first, me and my husband got lost.
Seriously? I'm sorry about that.
You've never been here before? Amanda told me she had her mind set on this place for a while. I thought you two had decided on this place together. You went to visit the place together with her, didn't you?
Actually, I don't know the place. Maybe Amanda decided on her own. We didn't really talk about it.
Oh dear, I think she hasn't changed at all.
Really?
Yes, just as she was when she was younger, she always said that she doesn't want to bother people with her own problems. She's the eldest among her siblings, isn't she? She has 2 younger brothers, so maybe she thought she had to be strong for the sake of our family. She always put off doing what she wanted to do. She was always worrying about other people. Looking back, I feel sorry for her.
I see. I can understand that.
By the way, do you remember Michelle?
Oh yes, she's Amanda's best friend, right? I've met her a few times before.
She's been Amanda's childhood friend from elementary school. I used to hear from Michelle a lot. For example, when Amanda was crying at school because she wanted a bag for her Christmas present, right after that, I asked Amanda whether it was true or not. That's how much she cared about her family. She should have been more selfish. I regret that I didn't spoil her when she was alive.
It seemed that she cared about me too. That's why she didn't tell me about the funeral's place.
Maybe you're right. Amanda is that kind of girl. You've been through a lot too, if you think back. I'm sure she was sorry when she got sick, so she tried her best not to bother you. As her mother, I'm really sad.
I understand.
Well, let's talk about it later. Come here soon. My husband is taking care of the preparations. Of course, you'll help too, right?
Yes, of course. I'll be right there.
I'll be waiting for you. Have a safe trip.
Excuse me, Nicole. May I have a moment with you? I'd like to ask you about something.
What's wrong?
Did you take care of our stuff? I just got home, but it looks like Amanda's stuff is gone. Could you explain this to me?
I didn't do anything like that. Wait a minute. By the way, are you telling me that you haven't gotten home since you came back here?
That's right. I really wanted to go home, but I just couldn't.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm a little scared. I still can't accept the fact that Amanda's gone. I couldn't sort out my feelings.
So you stayed in a hotel the whole time? Or with a friend of yours?
Yes, I stayed at a friend's house. He listened to me the whole time. I only went home to get my clothes. I was in a hurry at the time, so I didn't really look around. I just realized it now. Sorry about that.
I see.
I'm sorry for asking such a strange question. I wonder where Amanda's stuff went. What happened to her?
You noticed just now that Amanda's luggage was missing, right?
Yes, you're right.
Could it be that she has been taking her belongings out of the house for quite some time?
Huh? Why would she do that?
Did you notice anything strange?
No, not really.
Really? You didn't go home most of the time, did you?
I beg your pardon? What do you mean by that? Did something happen?
Well, I was trying to ask you whether you were busy with work that you seldom went home. Is there another reason for that?
Oh, so that's what you mean. I was anxious because I thought you misunderstood me.
Misunderstood you? About what? Did you do something bad?
No, don't worry about it. You were right. I was hardly ever home. I've been on a business trip for a long time. I'm so sorry.
I see.
I couldn't spend much time at home. I know I shouldn't make excuses. I'm sorry that I'm a lousy husband. I didn't even notice the change in Amanda. I'm sorry for being selfish by telling you that I don't want to go back home.
Well, if that's the case, you should have told me.
I apologize. Oh, I have one more favor to ask.
What is it?
Yesterday, I had a little talk with the company about Amanda's memorial service. I might not be able to make it because I'm going on a business trip. I know I'm being irresponsible as her husband. I'm very sorry.
Oh, that's fine. We'll take care of it.
I'm sorry for everything. I'm really useless.
It can't be helped. I'm sure your job requires you to travel a lot. You're just doing what you're responsible for at work. That's why me and my husband will take care of the memorial service. Don't worry. Just do your best at work. Call me if you need anything.
Thank you very much. I'm currently taking a week off for Now's funeral. I have to go back to work from now.
No problem. Anyway, about Amanda's stuff, I'm sure she had her own plan. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
You're right. Maybe she did it by herself.
She was in and out of the hospital a lot. I think she knew herself very well. Maybe she was sorting through her belongings. You were too busy to notice that, weren't you?
Well, yes.
I didn't go to your house either, so I don't know what really happened. If that's the case, I'll come and help you, okay? I mean, you seem to be busy with work. Maybe you'd feel more comfortable relying on your friends than us? If there's anything me and my husband can do, we will help you. Amanda is our daughter anyway.
That's very kind of you, but you don't have to do that. It seems that Amanda cleaned up pretty well. She was a good wife to the end. I think I can handle the rest on my own.
Understood. I'll leave it to you then. I'm sorry to ask you for that when you're so busy with work.
Please don't apologize. I'm the one who's sorry for troubling you. I should have been the one to take care of the funeral. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're family, so we're supposed to cooperate, right? Well, call me if you need anything. Let's get in touch.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much. Nicole, I'll be on a plane soon. Please take good care of the memorial service.
Yes, I know. Be careful on your business trip.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much for your cooperation. I'm sorry for leaving everything to you.
Anyway, Landon.
Yes, what's wrong?
You don't have to bother about Amanda anymore. I want you to concentrate on other things and move on.
What?
You have your own life, right? I'm sure you'd like that. So you don't have to deal with me and my husband anymore. You're free to do what you want from now on.
What are you talking about? I'm still Amanda's husband. It's only natural that I should take care of her until the end, isn't it?
But...
I understand what you want, but I'm not thinking about divorce at all. It's true that I've been on the road a lot for work, and things have been awkward between me and Amanda, but it was all my fault. I know that. It's now too late to apologize to Amanda, but she is my precious wife, and she will always be.
I see.
So I will fulfill my duty as her husband. Don't worry about that. Well, I need to go now.
Okay. Have a safe journey.
Excuse me, Nicole, but it's an urgent matter.
What is it? I thought you were busy with work.
I was wondering if you have received the letter from Amanda.
Yes, I have received that.
Could you please see if there is a letter for me? I think she wrote me a letter. If you could, I'd like you to send me a picture of that.
I'm sorry. I don't have time to deal with you.
What? What do you mean?
I just need you to leave me alone for a while. You know what the letter says, don't you?
I got a call, but I have no idea what it's about, so I want to check the letter. I thought I'll understand if I read the letter from Amanda.
Oh, well.
I'm having trouble because I've been getting these weird messages. I've been getting calls from the company too. I don't know what to do.
I see, but what's the use of talking to me about that?
What? Well, first of all, I thought I'd clear up the misunderstanding. I'd appreciate it if you could help me.
If what you're saying is true, I think me and my husband have the right as a family to know. Would you mind just leaving me alone for a while?
Hold on a sec. Are you telling me that you don't care about what will happen to me? Nicole, please answer me. Nicole, please tell me about the letter. I have the right to know.
The letter, huh? If it's a letter, maybe it's delivered to your house. Why don't you go check it?
What are you talking about? I can't go home. I'm on a business trip. I'm not in the United States, okay? I can't go right away.
Really? You seem to be commuting to your office as usual.
Huh?
Did you think that if you said you were going abroad, me and my husband will take care about everything related to our daughter? You're a bit naive, aren't you? Stop kidding me.
Wait a minute. Do you think that I haven't left the country?
Yes, indeed.
That's impossible. I'm now staying overseas for a business trip. The company ordered me to do that. If you don't believe me, contact them directly and ask them.
You're right. It's true that you were on a business trip for a week when Amanda was hospitalized. But other than that, I thought I was told that you went abroad for vacation, not a business trip.
That's a lie. What are you talking about? When my wife was going through a hard time at the hospital, there's no way that I could go abroad for vacation.
Where were you when I called you about Amanda? Were you really in the middle of a business meeting? Overseas?
What?
You seem to do this kind of thing often. I checked your credit card statement from Amanda's phone. You made an overseas purchase that day, didn't you? I know exactly what you did.
Well, that's...
It's a long list of luxury brand names. You bought whatever you wanted, right? Is that your hobby?
No, it's not. You misunderstood me.
I'm sorry, but it's not a misunderstanding because it's all been confirmed. I was so distraught at the time, I forgot all about it. The basic information and contact information for your employer were listed on a form from the hospital where Amanda was admitted. I checked it out and called.
Oh no, I can't believe you did that.
I guess you got carried away because you thought that I couldn't call your company. What parent wouldn't call their daughter's husband in an emergency? Shame on you.
No, it's not like that.
When Amanda passed away in the middle of the night, I didn't even know it was happening. The staff at the hospital tried to contact your company. I remember them saying that they could only get through to the security guard. Since I managed to get in touch with you the next morning, I never called your company. If I had called the company instead of you, I would have found out sooner.
I regret that.
By the way, you can't say what's written in the letter is true, can you? Why? Because you don't know if it was written by Amanda or not. Besides, it's just a letter.
For your information, I received that letter directly.
Do you mean in person?
Yes, along with the proof. I got this letter from the person I trust the most. So it's not just a letter.
Then who's the person who gave that to you? I think that person is trying to trick me.
Stop talking nonsense, Landon. Just admit it. Do you know how Michelle felt holding on to this letter?
No way. Michelle?
It's not just the letter. There was a video data too. Amanda asked me to give those to all the parties concerned. She said she can't allow you to live the life you want to live. Also, she hates you from the bottom of her heart. It was written in the letter.
Oh no.
You were cheating on her with a junior colleague before she was hospitalized. You told Amanda that you would stop seeing that person again when she found out about your affair. But you repeated the same thing again. Michelle said that Amanda had asked her for advice on that matter many times. She cried and said that she should have stopped it no matter what.
So, she knew about that?
Michelle told Amanda that she should divorce you right away and tell everyone about the truth. But Amanda still believed that you would come back. I can't believe that this is the result of trusting you. Well, about a month before she passed away, she thought she couldn't do it anymore and filed for divorce.
Divorce?
Michelle filed the divorce papers for her. I really appreciate my daughter's decision. So you're a stranger now.
No kidding. So I'm divorced then?
That's what I'm saying. We have nothing to do with each other anymore.
Please, tell me why.
How can you say such a thing? You know better than anyone else, don't you? You were aiming to get Amanda's insurance money and spend it with your girlfriend.
Of course not. Let me explain.
When Amanda found out, she decided to get a divorce. Then, she changed all the beneficiaries of the insurance to me and my husband.
What? Oh no, I don't know anything about that.
Too bad. I was also surprised when Michelle told me. I was surprised when my husband got a call from the insurance company. At first, I thought it was some kind of mistake. I didn't know that my daughter was so desperate.
Well,
Congratulations. You're free to live your life on your own. I hope you'll be happy at your girlfriend's house where you're hiding at all the time. Good luck to both of you.
Please, wait.
Oh, let me tell you something. Michelle was helping Amanda when she was moving out all of her belongings from the house. It was at that time when Amanda started to think that she might divorce you. She was preparing for it one step at a time. I'm amazed at how well prepared she was.
Oh no.
I told you that you're free, but you can't just sit back and relax.
What do you mean?
The letters were sent to your parents, your employer, and your friends. So, you must think hard about what will happen to you.
Wait, please stop that.
Nothing can stop me from taking my daughter's revenge. You've been contacted by those people, haven't you? If you keep ignoring them, you'll be in trouble. Well, either way, they're going to ask a lot of questions to you at the company. I hope you and your girlfriend get sanctioned. Later, I received a call from the company where my daughter's ex-husband works. Both Landon and his girlfriend admitted everything and they were downgraded because of what they've done. They deserve that. The letter was also sent to Landon's girlfriend's husband. In the end, they got divorced. Both Landon and his girlfriend are charged with alimony. I can only say that he got what he deserved. Michelle said that when she saw Landon at the funeral, she felt sick that she was about to punch him on the face. But she refrained herself from doing that. Though she was not blessed with a loyal husband, Amanda had a wonderful friend. I'm very happy for her. I'm sorry for causing Michelle so much trouble, but I'm glad that she was able to dispose the so-called garbage for the sake of my daughter.
Hey, Noah? Are you on break?
Yeah, I just got some lunch from a fast food restaurant.
The movie I've been looking forward to finally comes out.
Is it that time of the year already? I thought I heard something about starting to film just a while ago.
You're busy every day. I guess time is flying by while you're busy.
Maybe you're right.
So, I was wondering if you want to go to see the movie with me next weekend, since it comes out next Friday. Although it's gonna be crowded, but...
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to be working next weekend. I've got a client who wants to see me on Saturday and Sunday.
I see. I guess work has to come first. I'll wait until you make some free time.
Why?
Why what?
Why don't you go watch by yourself? You're off work, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to go see it alone when it's so crowded.
But you have been looking forward to it more than I have. You've been prepping for the movie by looking up the cast and synopsis on the internet, right? Don't you want to see it as soon as possible? You go ahead.
But I don't feel comfortable. We've been talking about the movie for so long. I don't want to be the only one to see it first. I can wait until your work gets settled.
Maria, don't worry about me. You want to see it so badly, you should go. If you don't want to go alone, why don't you invite a friend?
Noah.
I'm not the kind of guy who gets upset over something like this.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go there either on Saturday or Sunday. To tell you the truth, I've been really curious about this movie.
I know.
Thanks, Noah.
Hey, Maria, have you finished work yet?
I just finished and stopped by the supermarket.
Oh, I'm glad I reached you. I have to work late again today, so you don't have to cook dinner for me.
Late again?
Well, I was just hoping to get home today, but you know...
You've been so busy lately. You didn't used to work this much overtime.
I guess so. Our department just got a new section chief, you know?
Yeah.
I heard that the current section chief is a real piece of work, and that's exactly what he is. Sales are going up, but that means more desk work. I'm working as hard as I can, but I can't seem to finish.
I see. I don't know much about your work. I guess it changes so much depending on the boss.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I'm busy, but I'm also fulfilled. I'm happy when I get praised for the proposals I worked hard on. And when the boss praises me, I feel like I'm doing great.
Since you talk about your work so much, I guess it must be very rewarding. Then I guess I'll have to put up with it too.
What?
When you're busy with work, you just go to bed when you get back home. We don't have time to talk or even see each other. I've been feeling lonely.
I'm sorry. I've been trying to text you more often, but I know that's not enough. I'll make it up to you soon. Just wait until then.
Yeah, okay. Just take care of yourself. It's good to work hard, but it's not good to work too much. Hey, Noah, are you still working? Or did you go out for a drink?
I have to work overtime again today, and I have to finish it by tomorrow morning. I might have to stay over.
You're staying at work?
Yeah.
Are you really working?
What do you mean?
I just got a message from my sister. She said she saw you at a supermarket.
Yeah, I was hungry, so I went there to get some food. That must be it.
Yeah, that's what I said. But she said she saw you with a woman she didn't know.
Huh?
And you had your arms around each other, and you guys looked so close. She told me to be careful.
Isn't that someone who looks like me? There are no women in my department to begin with.
That's right, but the supermarket is not the one near your office. It's the one in front of the nearest station where my sister lives.
What the hell are you talking about? You think I'm traveling at the speed of light or something?
My sister insists that it was definitely you. She said the tie the man was wearing was a gift from me. She remembers it because we went shopping together for the present.
That can't be true. I'm working at the office. I have to finish it by tomorrow morning. If you think I'm lying, why didn't you come to the office?
I know. I knew my sister was wrong, but we don't talk much anymore, do we? I haven't seen you in a while. You come home after I go to bed, and in the morning, you drink coffee in silence and look at your phone.
That can't be helped, can it? I sleep late at night, so it's hard for me to get going in the morning.
But you know, no matter how busy you are at work, don't you at least enjoy time with me on holidays?
Huh? What's that? Is it my fault? What am I working so hard for?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I just wanted to make sure because what my sister said bothers me.
That proves you don't trust me, right?
It's not proof that I don't trust you. I just got worried when I couldn't see you or talk to you.
That's why I've been texting you whenever I have free time, even if it was only for a short time. I guess you didn't understand my feelings at all.
That's not true.
I'm sorry. To be honest, I don't want to talk to you right now. If there isn't anything else, I have to go.
Noah, wait a minute.
Maria, where are you?
What? I'm at the movie theater, waiting to see the film I've been telling you about. It's almost showtime.
You're in a movie theater?
I told you I'm going to the movie this weekend. You're the one who recommended it to me, weren't you?
I don't have time for this. I'm in big trouble.
What? What's wrong?
Something terrible. My mom passed away. Come back here as soon as you can.
What? Your mother?
Yes.
Are you sure it's your mother? I think you've mistaken her for someone else.
I'd like to think so too. It would be great if it wasn't her. But it was really my mother who passed away.
But your mother was very healthy. She didn't have any chronic illness or anything.
They say it's not uncommon for this to happen suddenly nowadays. I never thought it could happen to my mom though. So my dad had her buried on his own because he didn't want us to worry.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand.
I was mad at my dad too. I thought it was terrible that he did this without even giving us a chance to say goodbye. But it was too sudden. He says he did it so that we wouldn't be sad. I think he panicked because it was too sudden.
Really?
I'm telling you the truth, so come back soon.
Where are you now?
I'm at home, waiting for you to come home.
What about your overnight job?
How can I work? I just lost my mother.
I don't know. I just feel like everything's being set up.
What?
Because I haven't heard anything from your father. If she was taken to the hospital, it's strange that we didn't hear from the hospital. Will your father bury her without letting us know about it?
What are you talking about? How can you even think like that when my mother passed away? You don't trust me that much.
Yeah, I'm not going back home at this point.
Huh?
I guess I'll just wait to hear from your father for now.
Are you that kind of person? Even though my mom passed away, you don't trust me. And on top of that, you won't come home? I didn't think you were that heartless.
No, because you're talking crazy.
I get it. If you don't trust me that much, this is the end.
Huh?
I'm divorcing you. I don't want a wife who doesn't take care of her parents. Maybe your mother in heaven would be happier with that.
Oh, I see.
What the hell? My mom just passed away and you don't grieve, and not a single word of condolence? I didn't think you were that kind of person. Don't you ever come near me or my father again. I won't let you enter my house or my parents' house.
Are you serious? You're not much of an actor.
I can't believe you're laughing at a time like this. I'm divorcing such a lousy wife. I've never seen such an impudent person in my life. My mom must be disappointed in you too.
Your mother is right here with me now.
Huh? She has already gone to heaven. What are you talking about?
Then who's the one next to me eating popcorn and looking at this text with me?
Who is that?
I wonder if she came back from the other side of the world. As far as I can tell, it's your mother.
Why is my mother there?
I'm the one who invited her to the movie.
Huh?
She loves going to the movies too, right? I was still a little uncomfortable going alone, so I invited her to the movie.
To the movie you had wanted to see?
That's right, and she was so happy. Your father will be away for all day playing golf today. She said she'd be happy to go with me.
What? No way.
By the way, your mother is mad like hell because we were looking at the text together. She wants to know what's going on sending your mother to the other side like that.
What?
Your mother immediately contacted your father.
She did?
And your father was very upset. He said he doesn't consider a man who makes up a story like that about his parents to be his son.
Oh my God, what the hell did you do to me? You're happy to embarrass me like that?
I didn't do anything. I'll do what you want. I'll get a divorce, don't worry. You're cheating on me, aren't you?
What are you saying all of a sudden? You're going to turn this around and pretend that I cheated on you?
And you say you're working overnight. You're still with the other woman, right?
So, what are you saying? Do you have any proof that I cheated on you?
There is.
What?
I'll send some pictures to you now. The part where you're hugging each other somewhere after work. You two shopping arms linked at the mall. Walking into a hotel while having a pleasant conversation. They're all perfectly captured in the photos.
Why the hell do you have all these pictures? Were you following me?
I told you my sister saw you. Well, my sister, who was very attentive that day, took some pictures for me. Oh, she said she followed you until you guys went into the hotel. There's even a video of you two walking together.
You didn't tell my mom about this, did you?
Of course I did. That's also why I invited her to the movie.
How dirty can you be?
I mean, originally, I genuinely invited her to go to the movies with me. Then, I got a call from my sister and she got the pictures. So I asked her to move up our appointment so we could sit down and talk about it.
Huh?
Your mother said she got angry when she found out about your affair. But when she saw this text, it's like steam came out of her head. I guess she's just mad as hell.
You've got to be kidding me. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, divorce is what you wanted, right? What am I going to do about it? I think it's exactly what you wanted. Of course, both your father and mother agree with our divorce. They said I should divorce someone like you right away.
Huh? I don't get it.
So, they're saying they're going to break off the relationship with you.
Oh no.
So, your mother is still alive. I know you planned so hard to be with your lover, it all backfired on you.
What the heck?
It's too much to set up in the first place. You two are too dumb.
Don't speak ill of her. She's a much prettier woman than you are.
She works in accounting for your company, doesn't she?
What do you care about that?
I checked her out.
How?
I sent an email to the company and asked if they had a woman like this on staff. I attached the picture and sent it.
What? You sent an email to the company?
Yes, I did. Then I got a call from your boss, and he said she's your coworker. I think his name was Mr. Smith. Tell him thank you for his help.
Smith? He's the head of the department. What have you done to me? My career is over.
And since I left the divorce papers with your mother, please file them as soon as possible. Bye.
Wait a minute. Hey, you've made a mess. I want my life back.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
I had to quit my job because of you. You're the one who sent the email with the pictures. A guy happened to peek at the email, and the story spread. The whole company started to talk about me having an affair.
So? It's true, isn't it?
She couldn't stand the stares and suddenly left the company.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Because she left, I got even colder stares. The people I was close with started ignoring me. I had to leave the company too because I couldn't stay at work like this.
That's right. As far as I'm concerned, it's not my fault. Isn't it all your fault? It's funny how you blame others for that.
I lost my job, and since I couldn't pay my rent anymore, I turned to my parents, but they refused to pay.
Of course they did. Because you tried to trick me by making up a story of your mother having passed away. No parent would ever forgive you for that. If I were your parents, I would have done the same thing as your mother.
Because of you, I lost everything. My job, my place to live, my girlfriend, my parents, everything. I have less and less money, and to be honest, I don't even have enough money to eat. It's your fault I'm in this mess, so at least give me some financial support.
Don't be silly. Why should I give you financial support?
I also had to pay the alimony you charged me.
Of course you did. You had to pay since you've been unfaithful.
Well, I did, didn't I? So now I lost my job. I don't even have a place to live.
Then why don't you find a job and work right away? You don't have time to talk to me.
Word of my infidelity is spreading around the same industry. I couldn't get a job at any of the companies.
Oh well, I guess you'll just have to get any kind of job that you can get, don't you think?
You want me to be that miserable?
You don't have a choice, do you? You paid the alimony in one lump sum, but didn't you borrow from somewhere? They're not going to wait for you to pay back, you know?
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. You don't even have any savings because you gave your entire salary to your lover. You deserve it.
Because if I didn't give her money, she'll be in a bad mood. I didn't have a choice.
That's none of my business. You wanted to be with that woman, even if it meant getting rid of your mother, didn't you? It doesn't change the fact that you gave all to that woman. You just have to find a job somehow and pay the money back, okay?
Oh, my life is over. Everything is over.
It's not over. You haven't paid off your debt yet. You'd better work diligently to pay them back while reflecting on how you tried to trick us.
Maria, you're my ex-wife, right? Help me out, even if it's just a little bit.
I have nothing to do with this. As long as I got my alimony, I'm fine. I don't even want to remember you anymore. Don't contact me again.
Oh no, please, you have to help me. I don't care if it's just a little. I just need you to lend me some money.
Don't be silly. I won't talk to you anymore.
Don't be so cold. Please, help me.
After that, Noah persistently called his parents and me to ask for help. No one would listen to him. However, his parents did help him find a place to live. He lives alone in an old apartment in an inaccessible area on the outskirts of town. I heard that he couldn't find a job that he wanted, so he works day and night doing manual labor jobs. He just has to reflect on the horrible things he did by betraying his own family. I also filed a claim for alimony against the woman with whom he had an affair. She had no savings because she was spending all her money. So I asked her parents to pay it to me in one lump sum, and they did. They told me that she would live at her parents' home from now on, and that they would keep an eye on her until she pays them back. I rented a new apartment and am living alone and going to work as usual. I guess I finally got out of my loneliness. My ex-mother-in-law has asked me to have tea with her from time to time. I would like to invite her to tea sometime.
Don't lie to me, Melissa. What were you doing last Sunday? You think you're allowed to be there? You can't fool me. Be honest with me.
I don't know what you mean. What on earth are you talking about? You contacted me out of the blue just to say that?
Huh? Are you trying to pretend that you know nothing? Give me a break. I'm hard at work each and every day. Have you ever thought about that?
I don't mean to play dumb, but it's not that I've never thought about it.
I'm trying so hard to put food on the table. I just can't believe that you would do something like that. I couldn't even imagine.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but I really don't understand. Besides, as the breadwinner of the family, I think it's natural to work and put food on the table.
What's with that attitude of yours? Don't be cocky. You're the one who's making me want to forget everything and have fun. Don't be silly.
Even if you want to get off the hook, there are things you can do and things you can't. Things like adultery, gambling, and getting into debt. I don't think you should blame the others if you're doing those things by yourself.
It's just...
You're the one who caused the divorce. It's your responsibility to pay for the alimony and child support. Am I wrong?
What the hell? You really are a pain in the ass. Because I'm still not convinced why I'm the only one to blame. You're the one who should be blamed. How long are you going to keep lying to me?
What on earth are you talking about? In the first place, we have a rule that we only keep in touch with each other at the minimum, right? I have nothing to say to you. What do you want from me?
Totally, you really are a cocky woman. I wonder how long you can keep up that attitude. I'm the one who's keeping your secrets. You better brace yourself.
I don't know what you mean by secrets. I don't think I have any secrets. Anyway, just tell me what you want.
You really have a bad personality. I'm fed up with you. That's why I cheated on you.
You make it sound like it's right to cheat on your wife. Your way of thinking is what makes me doubt your humanity. I just don't get it.
What did you say?
Anyway, I don't have time for this. Can you please hurry up and tell me?
You're always getting on my nerves. So where were you last Sunday? Answer me quickly.
If it was last Sunday, I was out with Kevin. What about it?
I know you were with Kevin. Where did you go?
To watch the rugby game. Is there a problem?
There's a big problem. Rugby? Why are you lavishing my money on it? Don't you think it's inappropriate?
You know what? Seriously, Cedric? I have no idea what you are saying. I'm speechless.
I'm the one who's speechless. You really are a stupid woman since you still don't understand it. Okay then, listen to me carefully.
Jeez.
Alimony and child support are my money. You can't use my money without my permission, because that means you embezzled my money.
Are you stupid? I can't believe that you can't even understand. Do you know what embezzlement means?
Stop joking with me. You have the nerve to play around with my money. Do you have any idea how hard people work to earn money? This time, I'm thinking to sue you.
You can only sue someone for alimony and child support. You know that? Of course, I was the winner for that last time. Tell me the reason why you're going to sue me.
It's not right that I'm the only one who has to suffer. I can't allow you to use the money you took from me without my permission. At last, I can finally lead a decent life.
Embezzlement, huh?
Well, as long as you pay the child support, I don't care. Good luck in suing me or whatever.
What are you talking about? I'm not going to pay child support anymore.
What? Why not?
Because it was my money to begin with. Why should I pay for you if you're just gonna spend the money for fun? It's nonsense, right?
Well, looks like we haven't been on the same page since a while ago. Do you know what child support means? You say it's your money, but that's Kevin's. It's the money to help Kevin until he becomes an adult.
But you use that money to have fun. Going to watch a sport like rugby costs a lot of money. You're wasting money, for God's sake. The money is for child support.
Are you out of your mind? What you're paying is child support. Do you even know the purpose of that?
I know you're going to say that it's for socializing. I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm suing you.
Look, I'm just wasting my time by explaining things to you. You won't understand anyway. I have nothing more to say. If you want to sue me, go ahead.
You should be prepared then. I won't forgive you if you cry and apologize to me later on. You're such a persistent woman. I know you did something nasty behind me. Do you hate me that much? What a coward.
What are you talking about all of a sudden? Can you please stop texting me? You're the main cause of my headache.
I've been talking to lawyers, but no one was willing to support me. That's unbelievable. You're the one who bribed the lawyers to prevent me from suing you, right?
I beg your pardon?
You used my money to bribe them, you coward.
Oh, gosh. I think my headache is getting worse because of you. If you keep sending me this kind of nasty messages, I'll take the final measures to get rid of you.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Why don't you give it a try, if you have the courage to do that, you devil? What the hell is this? I've got a content certified letter. Don't keep doing things that don't make sense. Hey, have you read my messages? Answer me quickly.
How many more times do I have to tell you? It's annoying to be contacted out of the blue for no reason. I have nothing else to say to you. Everything is listed in the letter you just received. Read it yourself.
Then what's this penalty for? When did I violate the contract?
When we got divorced, we notarized the divorce agreement, right? Don't you remember?
The one that said something about the alimony? I don't really remember. What about it?
Then you should read it again, because it's all written there. That's the main purpose of divorce agreement.
I threw that thing right away, so I know nothing about it. As a result of that, it's no longer valid. Too bad, huh?
Well, I'll have a copy of the divorce agreement sent to you through my lawyer.
What? I don't want that.
You can pay the penalty within the next month. Well then, I look forward to receiving the penalty money.
Hold on a sec. You really are a persistent woman, aren't you? Are you trying to rip me off? I want my money back. What a cruel devil you are.
Cruel devil. Well, I don't care what you call me. I don't want to deal with you again, but you're going to keep your promise.
I told you, I already threw away that piece of paper. The paper is gone, so the contract isn't valid anymore.
Well then, you'll have to talk to a lawyer about that too. That's all I'm saying, so I hope you find a good lawyer.
Wait a minute, Melissa. Do I really have to pay for this? Because the paper is gone.
That's because you threw it away, right? When you borrowed money from the payday loan company, you still need to pay off the loan, even though you threw away the necessary documents, right?
Well, I think that's a different case. Hey, are you really sure about the penalty? I didn't do anything wrong.
You wouldn't believe anything I say, would you? You should go through a lawyer.
That's because you're always saying random things.
I'll send you the copy of the divorce agreement through my lawyer. I'll pay for the postage fee since I'm a kind-hearted person.
For your information, I'm not as cruel as a devil.
Wait! I don't have any more money to pay you. I'm being squeezed out so much. How am I supposed to pay you?
You'll have to discuss that directly with your lawyer. I'm busy, so please take care of the rest.
Well, you still have some alimony left, right? How about cutting $3,000 from there? I think it's a good idea. Maybe I'm a genius.
Do you know what alimony is? It's compensation for the mental anguish I've suffered. It's not a deposit or a loan. It's a payment.
But...
In other words, the money you gave me in compensation is my money, not yours. You really don't understand anything, do you?
Bullshit! I thought it was the money for you to start over.
Well, why should I start over with you? Please stop talking nonsense. You really annoy me.
Don't talk like that.
Anyway, I'm living happily with Kevin. I don't want to talk to you or even depend on you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Listen to me, Melissa. Hey, take your time and think about it. Let's start over, for Kevin's sake.
That's not true. You're only a father to him financially. That's all. Just pay for the child support, please. I bet even Kevin wishes for that.
Don't say that. You know, in rugby, they call it no side. Let's do the same thing. Melissa, please.
Please don't use Kevin's favorite sport as an analogy. Rugby is a more sacred sport. I'm not playing around with you in the first place. It's not no side or anything.
Don't be so cold. I know you like rugby too. How about watching a rugby match together next Sunday?
There's no way I'm going to do that. What are you thinking? Besides, you've been complaining a lot about how useless it is to go to rugby games.
If Kevin likes it, I don't mind. Let's go and have fun together.
Stop it already.
It's my fault. Please, forgive me.
I can't. Besides, there's nothing more you can do. You know what? Just pay for the penalty and stop texting me. My ex-husband, who still sends nothing but incomprehensible messages, was shouting that he was going to sue me. But after reading the content-certified letter and the divorce agreement, he became much more docile. I think he even told his lawyer that he wants to start over with me again. But he was coldly told that it's impossible because of what he had done to me. Ladies, please be careful of men who keep saying incomprehensible things like that. Good evening, Emily. Did you finish your work safely today? Hello, Ruth. What's up? Sorry for the sudden message. Actually, I have something important to tell you. Really? What's going on? Well, I have a new boyfriend. Seriously? I didn't know that. That's great. Congratulations. When did you meet him? We only started dating recently. I've been in love with him for quite a while. Finally, I feel happy. I see. You should have told me. I wanted to discuss that with you. Sorry, I just couldn't talk to you about it. What? Why? You can count on me. No, I can't. You'll definitely get angry. Why would I? It's an important matter for you. I wonder what kind of person he is. Well, it's a little hard to say. You know him well. Who is it? Just tell me, okay? I'm curious. Come on, Ruth. It's Adrian. Adrian? Do you mean... You're not dating my boyfriend, are you? It's just a coincidence that your boyfriend has the same name, right? Stop kidding. I'm not kidding. He's your boyfriend, Adrian. Or, to be more precise, he used to be your boyfriend. What? Are you joking?
I don't know anything about that. Are you saying that you stole my boyfriend? I'm sorry, but it's not a lie or a joke. It's just how people feel, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm really sorry. I just couldn't tell you. Could you explain to me? I just did that, didn't I? Do you understand what I was trying to tell you? Wait a minute. You said you're dating him, right? And that was before you confessed to me that you love him? That's like saying you're cheating with him. This is too much to bear. I told you, it's a matter of how people feel, so it can't be helped. I think Adrian loves us both. What? I can't believe it. But you don't want Adrian to date both of us, right? We need to solve this problem for our own sake. So, could you break up with him? Hold on a sec. Why should I break up with Adrian? You're the one he was cheating with. Shouldn't you be the one to leave? Because now is the best time for us. We're finally dating each other. Adrian told me that both of you have been together for a long time, and he's bored of you. Since that's the case, I think you should just break up with him and find someone new. Give it up already. That's what he told you? I'm so stunned. Seems that you've crossed the line. How can you steal your friend's boyfriend and be so calm about it? Unbelievable. Have you been planning this all along? Of course I didn't mean it at first. I'm not that kind of a jerk. In fact, it was Adrian who told me that he liked me. That means I was more attractive than you. Adrian approached you? I can't believe it. Even if that story were true, he's my boyfriend. Normally, you're supposed to say no, aren't you? Or maybe you could ask me for some advice at that point. There's no way I could do that. Because Adrian is such a sweet and cool guy. I wanted to date him too. Whenever the three of us go out together, I was so envious when I saw you and Adrian were so friendly with each other. I always wished I had a boyfriend like him. At last, my dream has come true. No, you just stole someone's boyfriend. Isn't that crazy? Why didn't you find yourself a boyfriend instead? You didn't have to go out of your way to get someone else's boyfriend. I'm sorry. I fell in love with Adrian. We're already dating each other. Besides, Adrian and I have no intention of breaking up. So there's no other way but for you to back out. Isn't that a little too selfish? Why do you have to make such a decision on your own? Looks like you can't calm yourself down. I know it can't be helped. So I thought I should just tell you what to do. It's none of your business. I'll think about it myself from now on. I'll talk to Adrian too. You can do whatever you want, but I don't think there's any point in talking to Adrian because he's crazy about me, you know? I hope you don't do anything that could affect my love life. I know you are a kind woman, so I trust you. How can you say that after messing around with other people's boyfriend? You're just like a thief. I don't think talking to you will solve the problem. I don't want to deal with you ever again. Also, please don't talk to me at work. If that's what you want, I don't mind at all. I have other friends, but I can only have one boyfriend. I was filled with anger. I couldn't believe that my friend has taken my boyfriend away from me. And there was no way that they were already dating each other. I had never imagined it at all. I wanted to ask Adrian, but I was sure that no matter how much I asked him, he would take the same attitude as Ruth. In the end, I have lost the will to talk to him. I felt it would be a waste of time to get involved with the unfaithful man any further, so I decided to fade away from him.
Long time no see, Emily. We've been seeing each other at work anyway. Is that you, Ruth? What do you want? I'm so relieved to hear from you. Looks like you didn't block me. I don't care about you and Adrian anymore. Blocking both of you won't make any difference. You're so kind to say that. Actually, I have an announcement for you today. What is it this time? We're getting married at last. I see. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. You don't seem too surprised, do you? What an unexpected reaction. You looked so happy at our workplace. Of course, I could imagine what you were up to. I'm not that dull. Is that true? I'm sure that I'm just too happy. I didn't expect you to sense that. So, why are you texting me? I don't need any announcement. Oh, don't say that. You are Adrian's ex-girlfriend. I just thought it would be polite to tell you about our marriage. You just wanted to show off how happy you are. It's so obvious. Looks like you found out about that. But I feel bad about what I did to you. I'm sorry. But we're getting married after 6 months dating. I guess Adrian and I were meant to be together. I guess so. That's great. You're really frustrated, but you're holding back, right? I'm not frustrated. I told you, I don't care about the two of you. So what else do you want from me? Don't act tough. If I were in your shoes, I wouldn't be able to recover in just 6 months. If you feel that way, why are you going out of your way to text me like this? Both of you should just get married quietly. You're such a cruel woman. Please don't be upset. I was just wondering how you would react. I don't have time to deal with you. That's too bad. Well, it was fun to see how frustrated you are. I had a good time, so I don't care anymore. I'm not frustrated. Don't get me wrong. You're so stubborn. Why don't you just be honest and admit it? That's why Adrian dumped you. It's none of your business. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. Besides, I'm not trying to be tough because I have no reason to do that. Why are you being so persistent? You're such a pathetic woman, Emily. I don't think so. Anyway, I have a fiancé too. What? Fiancé? That's right. You're lying. It's true. I haven't heard that story. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why should I tell you? I don't want to ruin my happiness ever again. What's the matter with you? How can you have a fiancé in just 6 months? It's possible. I'm surprised at that too, you know. I wonder what kind of nerd who fell in love with you. Geez, that's rude. It's Christopher. Christopher? The company's most talented worker? That's right. I can't believe it. How can a woman like you go out with someone as charming as Christopher? I didn't know he had such a bad taste in women. You're so rude. I'm a human being too. So when I found out that Adrian was cheating on me, I was shocked to a certain extent. I made a lot of small mistakes at work too. It was Christopher who took care of me. I don't trust you. You planned all of this, didn't you? You're a nasty woman, pretending to be weak to get close to Christopher. Don't you dare insult me like that. It's not like I approached him. You have no right to call me a nasty woman. You were the one who stole my boyfriend away from me, Ruth. Shut up! You knew I liked Christopher, didn't you? Oh, come to think of it, I remember that you were saying how awesome he is to me for a while. You always wear your heart on your sleeve, don't you? Then why are you dating Christopher? Huh? What are you talking about? You were dating Adrian. It is up to me who I want to date. I don't need you to tell me what to do. That's not fair. I'll give Adrian back to you, so you must give Christopher to me. What? Christopher isn't some sort of property. I can't just give him to you. I really don't get it. Besides, it's not up to you to decide. I mean, Christopher refused to date you in the past, right? How did you find out about that? When Christopher started asking me out for dinner in private, we talked about you and your friends. And that's when I heard about that story. But if you can date Christopher, I'm sure that I can date him too. I'm starting to feel more confident. Why you're so confident is a mystery to me. My personality and yours are nothing alike, so it's impossible. But in terms of looks, we can compete with each other. I'm more beautiful than you. Christopher is not the kind of person who judges people only by their looks. If he were the type of person who would just chase a woman so easily, I wouldn't have decided to be engaged to him. I don't like the way you say that. I should have continued to approach Christopher instead of Adrian. Ruth, you're getting married soon, right? That's a rude thing to say to Adrian. You took him away from me and started dating. It doesn't matter. It's not your business anymore. I can't believe you're happier than me. Happiness is different for everyone, and I don't think it's right to compare yourself to someone else. You should be happy since you're getting married. Silence! I'm going to take Christopher away from you. Are you out of your mind? Looks like you never learned from your mistakes. I'm sorry, but that's impossible. I've done it once, so I can do it again for sure. I'm confident. Don't underestimate me. I won't allow you to marry a man with better personality. I don't know why you're so hell-bent on turning me into your enemy, but it's definitely not going to happen this time. Why don't you just act tough while trembling with fear? When I say I'll do something, I'll do it. You'll see. No, you really shouldn't do that because you're wasting your energy. Christopher is reading this message since he's next to me. No kidding! What are you doing? You're a jerk! You can't just show it to him without my permission. Then, can you please stop interrupting our date? What? I was so happy to have a date with him today, but you texted me out of the blue. I was so scared that I asked Christopher to read it together. Then you started to pick a fight with me, then declared that you were going to steal Christopher away from me. We're laughing about it right now. Christopher said that he's scared too. What? Why did you do this to me? I'm so embarrassed. I can't go to work anymore. I didn't do anything. You said it all on your own, didn't you? Oh, and I don't think you know about this, but Christopher and Adrian are friends. I beg your pardon? Who would want their friend to marry a woman who often changes her mind? No way! Christopher just told me that I'll let Adrian know about this. Christopher is such a kind person, isn't he? He said he can't just let his friend end up with a broken heart. You're kidding, right? Don't do that! You'll ruin our marriage! If you're going to get married with such a random feeling, it's better to quit. Wouldn't it be better for both of you? I don't owe Adrian anything, but since he's Christopher's dear friend, I have no choice but to help him. I'm sorry! I got a little carried away. I won't say or do anything like this again, so please forgive me. I don't mind, but since Christopher is mad at you, he might not be able to do it. It's obvious, since you just mocked his friend. Why don't you just explain to Christopher that he misunderstood? I don't want to help you. You stole Adrian from me. I'm sorry, but you have to give up. After knowing all the facts, I hope Adrian will say that he still wants to marry you.
Oh no! That's absolutely impossible! Hey! Please help me! I want to marry Adrian! As soon as you found out that you couldn't take Christopher from me, you changed your mind again. I feel sorry for Adrian, despite everything that's happened. It's a tragedy that the woman he fell in love with has such a nasty personality. Poor Adrian. I'm sorry! I'm really sorry! I won't do anything to hurt Adrian anymore! Please forgive me! You should say that to Adrian instead of me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I already invited Adrian to our conversation. What do you mean? It's been a while since I've talked to Adrian, so I'm in a delicate state of mind. But with Christopher here, I think I'll be fine. I can't believe this is happening! I'm sorry that I can't help you. I don't even want to help you. What goes around, comes around. You deserve that. Please, pick up, Emily. You have to be on my side. We're friends, right? Of course not. I don't even consider you a friend of mine anymore. Well then, what happens next is between you and Adrian. You should discuss it properly. I don't want you to contact me persistently again. I'm going to block you now. Farewell. Don't block me! Are you still there? Hey! Reply to me, Emily! Adrian hurriedly came into the store in frustration. He was so shocked to hear the truth. After he's back home, he spent most of his time resting on his bed. It can't be helped since he has chosen the wrong woman. He deserves that. He apologized to me for what happened in the past. He was happy to hear that I got engaged to Christopher. Ruth's aura of happiness disappeared and she became unhappy all at once. People in the company heard that she is no longer engaged to Adrian. She resigned from her job, perhaps because she couldn't stand hearing the bad rumors about her in the company anymore. Ruth was punished for trying to ruin other people's lives. Me and Christopher are deeply in love with each other, and I'm currently enjoying the happiest time in my whole life.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!